Hey guys, welcome back to the Yankee League. You're listening to Vol, and I've got Diggity here with me. We're just commentating a PvZ on Katrina here. We've got Smokey as the white protoss at the 9 o'clock position, and ASA Jesus at the 12 o'clock position. So ASA versus Shark, and we've just taken a look at game 1, which is a ZVZ, very close game, very brutal stuff on Wuthering Heights. I really enjoyed that. And now we're moving on to PvZ, and we've got the map Katrina, which is a bit of a problem map for some people, especially in Protoss versus Terran, but I don't think it's so bad in Protoss versus Zerg. I mean, most people pick it as a Protoss map, but in this particular matchup, I think it's a little bit more even, and I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what these players come up with. Just given the fact that it's quite a large map, and we might be seeing a little bit of macro management in the mid to late game, and that's always quite exciting if both players are expanding everywhere, and there's a lot of different things going on. It's always quite fun to commentate and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I definitely think the Bisu build can be very strong in this map, simply because you've already got a free base in front, or you got that base basically in your secondary that you can take. And usually what the issue comes down to post that is, can Zerg contain the Protoss, or can Zerg get a third base? It's very difficult for Zerg to hold a third base out in the field, especially if you go Dark Templar drop, things like that. Looks like Smokey has scouted out that base at the 12 o'clock location. We're seeing some sort of Overlord on, and something on 12. I'm going to assume that's going to be a 12th hatch. Probe in there harassing for Smokey. Gas going down, interestingly enough. Early gas, so we're going to see some extremely fast tech. Oh no, it looks like it was just canceled to get some additional drone health there to get the extra drone. So that's interesting. He's deciding to do that. I guess that was, yeah, must have just been to recharge the drone health. That was a little confusing to me, honestly. You'll see that oftentimes on a 9 pool to get an additional drone, things like that. Now that Probe continued to harass, I'm surprised that Jesus didn't send alongside an additional drone to assist. Usually you'll see that. Unfortunately, he scouted the 9 o'clock location, hasn't found anything out. Bring the drone back, and maybe that was a fake. Actually, yeah, Jesus looks extremely disturbed in this match, actually. Looks like he's had to switch. Initially he was going to go for a 12th hatch, but now switching to a 12th pool, but just because of the harassment job of that single probe for Smokey. And Smokey, in the meantime, has 2 gates going on his front door, so it looks like he's going to be doing a 2-gate zealot push. So this is actually going to come, it's going to be a pretty fast match.
Yeah, this does not actually look very good for Jesus at all, because he's still putting down that second hatchery. He's got that pull very late. If you look at what Smokey's doing, he's just moving across the map with a lot of probes. He's taken 3 probes off the line to rest, plus the 4th probe, which is already at Jesus' space. He's got the first zealot already running his way to the 12 o'clock position, and he's going to see that hatchery going down there. I think he might actually just ignore that hatchery and go straight in and get as many drone kills. Look at those drones. They're just pondering away, and they're going to be mincemeat once that zealot arrives. And oh no, look, the spawning pool is only just up. We're only now going to see a few zerglings being created, and reinforcement zealots are on the way. So this game is going to be short-lived indeed. Look at the probe over at the top left, the drone, planning on putting an expansion there. Yeah, it looks like Jesus was planning on an all-out macro management game, and he's been caught with his pants down, totally off guard here by Smokey. Very unfortunate stuff.
Yeah, so Zerglings are going to be produced. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be enough. Nice screen there. At least he's surrounding that single zealot, and looks like that something colony's going up, but I still don't think he has enough really out in the field to defend that 3rd hatchery that's just out, and more zealots starting to push in. At the very least, Smokey's going to be able to do a contain. Still no 2nd hatchery in the actual natural. Now, yeah, as you can see, these zealots and these probe going to go down and kill this this hatchery that's put out in the field. Sometimes I'll see this work on Blue Storm, or a Zerg player will basically go build a proxy hatchery kind of out in the field. Usually if you want to do this, you want to put it as far away from your base as possible, though. You don't want to put it along your reinforcement lines. Otherwise, this is exactly what happens. Your opponent spots it out, and then there's just nothing you can do. Some more Zerglings being put down, but honestly, I don't think that's enough. That is not enough Zerglings to... And now a pylon going down near that 3rd expansion. It looks like there's going to be some more proxy gates here. Wow, for Smokey. But Smokey in firm control of this game. Jesus is going to have to let this hatchery die, and I think he's just going to be too far behind at that point. Looks like that sun colony's already taken considerable damage before he even went up, and he's just kind of, we'll see if he GG's in a second, because you can see he's already lost that sun colony, and a lot of, yeah, there's going to be a GG from Jesus. So getting flustered very early on, honestly, that wasn't much of a match. Jesus getting flustered very early on, and Smokey capitalizing, and so yeah, very quick game, very quick match. So it looks like it's 2-0 already. Wow, very quick.
Yeah, it's very lucky that Smokey managed to scout Jesus initially. That's where he sent his probe, just straight away to the 12 o'clock position. And had Jesus actually spawned at the 6 o'clock position, that probe would have taken so long, because Katrina, again, being such a big map, the probe would have taken so long to get eventually around there and find out that Jesus was not going with the 9 pull. And I think Jesus probably would have taken that comfortably. So I don't really like to say this. I mean, I hate saying this about StarCraft games, but I think there was a factor of luck involved with that, and that was possibly the reason why the game was as one-sided as it was.
Yeah, it seemed like Jesus had a plan going into this, and then when it just didn't pan out, he just was too flustered and couldn't really adjust when his 12 hatch was already spotted. It looked like, yeah, he was just going to go straight 3 hatcheries, and obviously Smokey just felt he could take the game with that Zealot gate, and yeah, that was a really fast game. That was actually, I think, no offense to Jesus and Smokey, but I think that was the most unspectacular game I've ever seen in Yankee League thus far. Hopefully the next match will be fun, but a lot of pressure here. So Shock up 2-0. So
Diggity, you told me all this good stuff about the Yankee League, and look what I'm seeing, one-sided games. Yeah,
you should check out the Wiki Energy with some fantastic matches. SMI, actually, I was watching Psionic Reaver, SMI versus, who are they playing? SMI 50 cal were some really fun matches too, I think. I think Cy did a really good job of casting those. Anyway,
yeah,
so
to be honest though, I've been checking out some of the... sorry to come to you there.
Go ahead.
To be honest though, I have been checking out the previous Yankee League games, and they have actually been very high-quality games. It's just these ones are a bit of a surprise.
Well, this particular one, the first game I thought was excellent. But anyway, let's we'll continue that in the next match on. Thanks for listening, guys.